Hej allihopa och välkommen till en helt ny video med en svensk reagera. Torsdagsvideo då, hoppas den är lika bra som tisdagsvideon, för den var riktigt skrämmande. Idag ska vi se på kanalen KingFrostMare. Vi ska se videon The Scariest videos du inte kan stänga av. Så håll fingrarna ifrån avstängningsknappen på tv och tablatur och på telefoner. Vi drar inte ut på det, nu gör vi som vanligt. Vi drar hoppa upp i soffasäng, vi tar på oss täckefilt, stänger av belysningen och så höjer vi volymen på max och så rullar vi på. Nu kör vi! Så där, ni är redo nu då? 3 djupa andetag. Nu rullar vi på.
The next video we will take a look at was uploaded by user Wawa and was taken in his bedroom late one night when he noticed something strange behind his door. He was reportedly alone that night and just relaxing on his bed. When he took this video for his friends, he didn't think much of it and thought it was just a funny angle or shadow. However, when he took another look the next morning, he realized what he caught was actually very strange and he didn't really have a logical explanation for it. First, let's take a look at what his room looks like normally. As we can see, the door opens onto an empty wall here, without any clothes hanging or any furniture behind the door. Now let's see what was filmed.
En skugga.
Yo man, that's really scaring me right now.
From behind the bedroom door, we can see what appears to be a dark shadow, or head peeking out towards the camera. If this is a head, it would mean the entity is quite tall, assuming this is an average-sized door. Many are saying this appears to be a shadow figure due to the dark color and human-shaped head. Do you agree with that? If no, let me hear your explanation for this capture.
Det är ju inte en skugga alltså från dörren i alla fall. Jag ryser bara tänker på det. Tänk att se det där på nattetid.
Now let's look into the haunting of Marvin Caguas. Marvin writes on his channel that his house has had a lot of paranormal activity occurring, but it never appeared to him to film until recently. In this first video, he wrote that one of his niece's toys turns on by itself, so he decided to pull out his camera and head downstairs. Let's take a look.
Alvin.
Vilken rysning. Såg den där hästen i den här fönsterlåset.
Funny anymore, man. Fuck, dude.
Ni som har barn, jag har ju barn. Och ni som har barn, jag har säkert varit med om det där också. Att de slår igång lite då och då. Därför får man inte köpa dem där längre.
In this video we see the child's toy that is seemingly activated by the spirit. This prompts Marvin to check all around his house.
Alvin.
Everything seems calm around the house, but take a look when he re-enters the dining room.
What the fuck?
He notices that the chandelier is swinging, although nobody was in the room. Understandably, this scares the man, who runs off, and that is where the video cuts off. The next video that Marvin took in his home is even freakier. Marvin wrote, "I was showing the night vision on the Xbox One. When I later watched the video, I realized a figure in what appears to be a mist of some sort on the upper right portion of the screen. While I was filming, I did not notice it."
So, right now it's completely dark in this house right now. All you can basically see is my Xbox One controller. Now I'm gonna switch on the night vision for you guys. As you can see, it lights up the whole room. It's actually a pretty cool
Just det där
feature.
känner jag igen där borta.
I don't know if they have an app for this or whatnot, but they also have this version of the camera. I don't know what it is. I think it's either infrared or something like that. And then back to dark. As you can see, all you can see is my Xbox controller. And then back to night vision. It's actually
Det är borta. Vad är det?
In the top right corner of the living room, we can see a very strange figure floating up towards the ceiling. This shadow could not possibly come from Marvin, since he's not moving in that way at all. He states that his family firmly believes that this is a shadow figure, and is also responsible for the objects moving around in the house. Do you think this is a true haunting? Let me know your opinions in the comments.
Ja, någonting konstigt där i alla fall. Ser ut som någon står där.
If you are afraid of water, this next video might freak you out. Uploaded by Voided One. This video was taken during a water rafting ride at an amusement park. In the video you can hear all the people yelling and having a great time. Everything seems totally normal. After getting home from the park, however, the person filming realized they caught something strange in the water behind the raft. As the raft exits the tunnel, we can see something in the water drifting along behind the group. It's pretty terrifying to see anything floating under the surface in a water ride. However, this figure looks pretty human, which is even more unsettling. As you can see in the video, apparently there was a child that drowned on this ride 5 years ago. Some viewers think this is possibly her, trapped and haunting the location of her death. Others are saying this might be clothes that fell into the water. Or merely a large fish.
Tycker det ser ut som någon som dyker, alltså simmar under vattnet. Det ser ut som ett huvud. Det ser ut som att armar rör sig.
Either way, this video is very creepy in my book. The next clip was uploaded by user Danny Donahue. There isn't much information about the clip itself, other than it was taken at an abandoned mine shaft. Danny and a friend were visiting the entrance to the mine shaft, which fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, was closed off with some wooden planks. This must be to keep visitors safe from the dangerous cave. However, it seems that there may be more dangers than a collapsing mine shaft here. Danny films the entire mine shaft, and although there's something definitely creepy about an abandoned location, nothing seems too out of place here. As he's filming through the wooden planks, he films something downright terrifying.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Skugga ser ut som. Jaha, det är... Whoa, what the heck? Oh, crap.
Go.
Jag såg nästan. Redigera.
A huge figure suddenly appears from the darkness. This creature looks to be extremely tall and inhumanely thin, with grey skin and yellow shining eyes. There's no way this is human.
Jag tror inte det där är äkta faktiskt. Det där ser för bra ut nästan. De kollar kvalitet på filmen och så kollar figuren.
Danny believes he has captured footage of a skinwalker here. For those who aren't familiar.
Ja. Det där tror jag är redigerat faktiskt. Det där tror jag inte är äkta.
Skinwalkers are a type of witch from the Navajo culture that are believed to be able to mimic the form of various animals. These witches are thought to be extremely dangerous and often wish to cause harm on others. Could this really be a skinwalker? Probably just some amazing effects work from our friend Danny here. Please make sure to give his channel a visit. And whatever the answer, this was certainly a terrifying capture. The next clip was filmed by paranormal investigation team RC Fun TV, who are based out of Singapore. In this episode, they are visiting an old abandoned farm home that is said to be haunted by a woman who can be seen lurking around the building. Locals think perhaps it is one of the old tenants of one of the homes who isn't ready to pass on yet. Without a direct way into the house, the group decides to climb up on a portion of the roof and try to enter from one of the upper level windows. This is the moment when the cameraman captures this strange sighting. Let's take a look.
Peekaboo.
In the top right corner of the window, a strange white face is peeking out at the ghost hunters. Could this be the same spirit of the woman that is said to haunt the house? After spotting the face, the group jumps down off the roof in fear, and understandably so. Do you guys think this is a true ghost sighting, or perhaps just a hoax? Let me know.
Både och det där, va?
Next up is a clip from Mr. List Paranormal that was taken from a security camera facing a family's backyard. The yard backs onto a forest, so they installed the camera in order to keep an eye on any wild animals or trespassers that might come through. Usually the camera doesn't catch much besides the odd raccoon, but one night they were checking the cameras and they saw something, unlike anything they had ever caught on camera before. Let's take a look at what they recorded.
Det är spännande. Ser ut som någon går där.
From the right side of the screen, we can see a huge entity appear out from behind some of the trees. The creature takes a few slow steps and then disappears into the darkness suddenly. Based on the size of the trees around, this creature must be really huge, probably over 8 feet tall. This looks like it could possibly be a Bigfoot or another cryptid, or perhaps a spirit that is manifesting itself as this large entity. Let me know.
Bigfoot? Nja, men det är ju lite transparent så att jag menar. Det kan ju vara ett spöke.
Know what you think this family caught in their backyard.
Se trä igenom där. Svårt.
Now we will be looking at a video uploaded by Paranoiacs, a group of paranormal investigators that ghost hunt around Europe. This episode, the team is visiting an isolated forest that is said to be haunted following some cult activity many years ago. The area is also said to be the home of a spirit of a woman who used to live in the area. However, it seems the most terrifying capture of the night was actually taken on the back road leading up to the forest. Let's take a look together. As the team is driving down the back road to the forest, they spot a figure on the left shoulder of the road. The entity has a grey face with dark eyes and is wearing a dark robe over their head. The driver stops the car and backs up to get a better look at the figure. But it has disappeared suddenly. This seems to confirm that the entity was in fact a spirit, right? It seems unlikely that a person would just be standing on the road that late at night, although anything is possible. Could this be the same spirit of the woman said to roam the area?
Nej, jag tror det är antingen flickvän eller fru till någon utav dem.
Who can say for sure?
Jag kan säga det. Jag är ganska säker. Nej, den är fake. Det är påhittat.
This next video was uploaded and recorded by user Filthy Valentine. He took this video at an abandoned house close to his neighborhood. About the house, he wrote that he had kept hearing about a haunted house located in the forest above the town. He wrote that it took a while to get to the exact location, but eventually he was able to figure it out, and this video is his first exploration of the building. Based on the exterior, it seems that this building has been abandoned for a very long time, based on the state of disrepair the house is in. There's graffiti, plants growing indoors, and trash littered all over the property. Regardless, Valentine continues to explore the property. As he's making his way through the outside, he catches a glimpse of something in one of the windows.
Där. Filma höger, filma höger. Nej, det är det bara inte. Där. Och så står apa. Såg ut som en sån här scream-mask gjorde nästan.
A white face can be seen in the right side of the window. It's quite small on the screen, but you can clearly see the outlines of eyes, a nose, and a mouth. The skin is far too white to be just a person in the window, right?
Klart och klart ser man ju inte, men ser ut som här ögon, näsa, mun. Det är så dålig kvalitet så det är svårt att säga. Det är ingenting bort, alltså bakifrån väggen, för det lyser upp mer än, men det är liksom bara ett huvud. Det är svårt det här att säga.
As Valentine makes his way through the rest of the house, the figure is nowhere to be seen.
Ser inte ut att ha en kropp eller?
What do you guys make of this sighting?
Nej.
Could this be paranormal related, or was it just a trick of the eye? Now let's take a look at another video that is kind of a classic. This one was taken from a South American news channel. They were covering an unfortunate event where a school collapsed during the day, causing extensive damage to the building. They were filming inside the school and reporting on the accident when they caught something in the background that viewers picked up on quickly. The news crew didn't realize immediately what they caught on camera. However, it seems there may have possibly been a spirit sighting in the school. In the back of the upper floor, you can see a crack in the white.
Kan ju lika gärna vara, alltså, ligga någonting bakanför som gör att ögonen lurar en lite grann när man ser det sådär. Likadant här, det här är också det är jättesvårt att säga faktiskt. Det är ju inte någon som luras i alla fall, det tror jag inte.
There's something that looks like the face of a child peeking out from within the wall. However, there's something strange about this scenario. The paleness of the face, an inexplicably small area for a human to be wedged in. It has led many to believe this is not a child, but rather a spirit. Perhaps someone lost in the building collapse. It's very impossible to say what really caused the face in the wall, but we can say for sure it's very unsettling.
Håller man här uppe också så ser man ju att det är någonting i bakgrunden i sprickan. Likadant här också. Så jag har svårt, jag tror nog mer att det är någon skit bakanför sprickan bara, bakgrunden som lyser upp lite mer. Det kan ju vara en bit från väggen till och med, så att det är jättesvårt, men jag tror inte det är någon. Det är nog ingen spöke eller?
The next clip was uploaded by the channel UFOs and Mysterious Creatures. There's not a lot of information available on the origin of the clips, however it's clear it was taken late at night in the forest. The cameraman was filming for reasons unknown. Perhaps to use the flash to illuminate their path. Regardless of the reason, the cameraman caught far more than just trees that night on camera.
Okej, vad fasen är det där för något?
As the camera pans to one of the trees, a strange creature can be seen clinging to the trunk. The figure is a
Vad tror ni att det kan vara? Jag tror bara att det är en sån här vad heter det? Trädgårdsfigur eller någonting. Eller något barn som har satt ut en docka av en ekorre kanske. Och ögonen i och med belysningen från lampan, lyxlampan gör att det glimmar lite. Jag tänker att det har en kruka här också, så att det verkar ju mer som att han står i trädgården och filmar någonting. Men jag tror inte att det här är något paranormalt i alla fall. Eller något alien. Nej, det tror jag inte är något speciellt.
strange brown-gray color with red eyes and a weirdly shaped head. What do you believe this could be? This odd creature clearly startles the cameraman, who pans away quickly and can be seen running away from the area. It's possible this could be a monkey or another creature, but something about this sighting is just extremely creepy, from the strange head to the glowing eyes. What is your idea? Paranormal? A creature? Or something completely different?
Jag tror inte det heller.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Så där då hörni. Det var dagens video. Den var inte jätteläskig den där. Jag tycker det var mycket, det är så svårt att liksom reagera ordentligt på sånt där. Men tror ni vet vad det kan vara för någonting vi har sett idag, så kommentera gärna här nere. Gör det. I övrigt, tack för att ni tittar nu. Jag hoppas ni gillar vilket som här. Och jag hoppas ni gillar, dela och kommentera och prenumerera framförallt på kanalen. Så ses vi på söndag, gör vi. Klockan 19:00 som vanligt. Ha en fortsatt trevlig kväll, så ses vi. Ha det gott. Hej hej.